how he announced it and stuff like that. But this is stuff that's pretty cool. It's just bigger than basketball, and I know he gets into a lot of political stuff, and it's probably one thing he probably should just step back on this for. But that's just LeBron he just speak up for what's right, and that's the platform that you're given as an athlete. Especially it's his statue. So,
well, especially him. He has arguably the biggest platform of anybody in all of sports to be able to go out on and say anything and people actually listening to him. So, and but some of the stuff you would think he'd want to calm down on, but hey, if you're given that platform, go for it.
Go for it, man. And
nobody's gonna agree with everything that you say or do, but it's your platform. If that's the way you see it, it's a free country. You can speak the way you want to speak.
Exactly. And
that's how I see it.
Right, and it's so cool to see this. I got goosebumps reading the stories, and these kids, man, and we need more stories like this, and that's why I remember seeing the day he did this. The next day I saw a few guys like, well, I can't build a school, but what I'm gonna do like a back to school drive and provide supplies for kids and stuff like that. I saw multiple athletes doing that. And that's what it is.
Oh, yeah, they always – yeah, you see guys like that always do that kind of stuff.
Oh, yeah, but it's just they felt inspired by LeBron that they did like a back-to-school drive where they had supplies and backpacks and all that.
Derrick Rose did the Rose Scholars fund where he gave like $400,000 for people to go to college.
Mm-hmm.
It's crazy, man. If one person does that, causes multiple people to start doing that type of thing and everything, then the platform in which he was given and the reason he did it was perfect.
I agree, 1%. So, and
especially if it leads to more and more and more and more and more stuff like that being done, then it definitely did what it needed to do.
Right. I don't like that he's a Laker, but that's his.
I don't like it. He's still playing basketball, but
but he's definitely one heck of an athlete, which we all admit. The thing he does at his age is still crazy, but he's a better person off the court, and I've never said a bad thing about LeBron off the court. On the court, where he bothers me some, and the only reason it bothers me is because people try to say he's better than Michael Jordan. Yeah,
and that's what bothers me. But it's not his fault that people do that.
No.
If people wouldn't do that, then we would consider him a great basketball player, which he is.
Yeah.
And you do, but people do that, and that's no fault of his own.
Yeah, it is. So we just.
But as far as a person wise, dude's great, man. Keep doing stuff like that. Keep making a positive influence on your community. And we know that he loves his city, even though he left there twice. But we know he loves it there, and we know that's where he's from, and that he wants to provide for these kids, and that's good on you. And seeing the kids light up when he walked into a classroom one day and stuff like that, it was cool to see.
Yeah, man. So I'm very happy to see news like that, and like I said, props and kudos to LeBron for doing something that is just bigger than basketball. So. Very, very, very cool story. So,
but this is what I can't wait to see. I'm sorry, I'm watching kind of Sports Center in the background, not on. Uh-huh. But they just did a piece on Shaquem Griffin, the guy with the nub on his hand, and they did a piece on him, and I want to see like every Seattle preseason game just to see what this kid does.
Oh yeah. Oh, I got it on too. I'm watching it. I'm just kind of.
See, we all watching it on it. Hey, Prince Harry looks like Carson Wentz. Look at that. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to. Wait a minute, Omar Epps looks like Mike Tomlin. Bam! Look at
that. Yep, you're right.
Hold on, let's see if we can guess. Let's see if we can get to the next one. Ivan Drago. Oh, that's Gronk. Josh McCown. Oh, wow. Josh McCown does look like Ivan Drago.
I can see that. Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah. But I think Gronk looks like an idiot. I mean, there we go. But I'm going to watch them most of if the Seattle games come on and where I can watch it and stuff like that. I'm going to keep eye on him because I think he's going to do well, even with the nub and everything. I still think he's going to do well in the pros. I was one of the guys that was be like, hey, he's going to do well. Don't doubt yourself on this guy.
Oh yeah.
You can't doubt ability. And he has ability. And then he has heart. So you got to give the things like that. You give credit to.
Dude, 1%, man.
She looks like Sandra Bullock. No, I don't see it. Sandra Bullock's way hotter than this girl.
You talking about the Diana girl right there?
Yeah.
She looks really.
She don't look like Sandra Bullock.
She's good looking.
Sandra Bullock way hotter, and Sandra Bullock's like in her 50s.
Yeah, Diana Rossini. Yeah, she's attractive. But I don't see the Sandra Bullock comparison. So
no. She's pretty, but she ain't no Sandra Bullock pretty.
Yeah.
Don't even tempt me with that. Oh, Lord. Nicole, if you're listening, I'm sorry.
There it is.
Not really.
She'll be all right. All right, anything else you want to add, man?
No, not really. Football season is inching closer and closer and closer. It's almost there. You can taste it.
I know.
So you know what that means. Our preview show will be coming soon.
Yes.
In probably week 6 of the NFL season, we'll do our preview show.
Nah, we got it. We'll make sure we do it. So, all right. Let's. Like you said, we'll definitely be doing something soon. We'll probably do a couple of shows in between just because of preseason and stuff like that, and football is back, so we got a little bit more to talk about now, and it should be fun. So. But make sure you stay tuned.
I got a little bit more to talk about now.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you got a little bit more to talk about. So, all right, so make sure you stay tuned for Cortez and Kevin. We'll make sure we catch something up. We do something with this. You can follow the podcast page at Balls Not Court. You can follow me at N-CP.
I'm at Kevin C 2415.
All right, you can go get the podcast at endofminecp.podomatic.com. You can go to our Facebook search page. And you just type in Balls Not Court Podcast. We're on iTunes, TuneIn Radio, Stitcher, iHeartRadio, Spreaker, Windows, Google Play, many other sites. Well, I'm really botching this today. Plus the Star Limit Radio Sports Talk. You can check out this podcast and many other wonderful content at stlrmedia.com, but download the app in the mobile app store. Wow, why was that more hard than usual today?
Because you started laughing.
Yeah, I started laughing, and I'm like looking at the TV at the same time because I had rewind my look back, so I saw like the old lookalike stuff, and once I saw like the Sandra Bullock, that's why I like paused. I'm like, yeah, she looked nothing like Sandra Bullock. So that's why I got to the part when I was doing. I was like, I was in the middle like trying to process, but at the same time, like, yeah, she looked nothing like Sandra. And Diana Rossini is an attractive woman, but she looked nothing like.
Yeah, she's pretty, but no Sandra Bullock.
Yeah, no Sandra Bullock.
No. So. And I know I mentioned this to you before. I don't know if you wanted me to put it out here for everybody else or everything, but I'm going to be doing cross promotions with the fellas over at the Deep Six podcast. They're going to be Matt Barnes, which we've had on the show a few times. He's going to be starting up his Deep Sports podcast, and I'm going to be a contributor over there probably a bunch. So we're going to kind of cross-promote between us and them and everything like that. So whenever they start the sports podcast up, I will let y'all know on here as well. That way y'all can listen to that one as well and get some more content from the world of sports. He talks about some different stuff, so I'll be able to add in over there as well. And he said he's worried about me giving the same takes over here as I will over there. I said, nah, I'll switch it. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, you got a little bit more freedom over here because, this is our show, so you can do whatever the heck you want over here. But for the most part.
But yeah, we will be. Now I can't talk. Look, you done rubbed off on me. But I'm pretty sure me and you will be appearing on their show a few times. I know me more so than you because of your schedule and how they go. but I'm pretty sure they're going to get you on a couple of times as well to come over there. So it's going to be a cool cross promotion we're going to have going with those guys.
Yep. So it's going to be fun, and I'm pretty sure you'll share their content on our page. So make sure you look out for that D6 podcast. We had him on the show a few times, and Matt, more often than not, we had him a few on, a year ago, and he was always a pleasure to talk to and talk sports with. So he was kind of
Matt knows his stuff. Matt's a smart dude.
Knows his stuff. He kind of get Kevin crap about his Jaguars now, but he can't really say much because his team is out.
Can't do it now.
Can't do it now. But then we always be on the 76ers, and then guess what? We can't do it now because they surpassed my matchup by a large margin. So I can't talk crap about his 76ers anymore. So. Now
y'all really can't talk crap about anybody.
Yeah, exactly. I just think
you can talk crap about the Hawks.
Yeah, the Hawks
and the Suns
and the Suns and the Kings. So
yes.
So that's that. But you know what? It is what it is. But they've been great. So I'm glad Kevin's going to partner up with them and it's
Mambo number 5
and help them grow a little bit. That's what it's all about. We're going to link up with D6 Podcast, and then, Sky's Limit Media, they want to do our show. And I think letting go of Top Golf, and once everything settled down with my one job now, because it's been a while since I had one job. So now I just...
You're not Jamaican anymore. You don't have 15 jobs.
Yeah, I don't have 15 jobs. So I can be able to kind of crank out more podcasts here. So anything else you want to add, Kevin?
Oh, no, we forgot to talk about your birthday party, how much fun that was, and the one guy trolling everybody and me killing him in the middle of
Yeah, I know. You, Matt, I've been knowing Matt for years, man, since he was a little boy, and he tend to troll people, and I'd be like, man, I said, Matt, some of the stuff you say, you don't believe half of the stuff you say, man, and we'd be laughing at it, so I was like, and Kevin didn't know the guy, and I was like, Kevin, don't listen. He's just trolling. He's trolling. That's what he does. I said, that guy loves to argue sports. That's what he does. He loves to argue sports. So
the best part was watching him contradict himself 4 times in the same conversation.
Yeah, that's what he does.
And I was like, but you just said this.
But I think with him, you think being louder wins the argument, and you can get pretty loud too. But they had that, and there was a guy on Twitter, and I'm just going to bring it up real fast so we can get out of here. I know you already did your spiel, so I don't want to make you do it again, and and you forget it because you already stumbled through it one time. We don't need to do it again. Exactly. We're good.
But there was a guy on Twitter. He posted up his top 10 scorers in all time and said that Steph Curry was a better scorer than Dirk Nowitzki and Larry Bird. And that Larry Bird and Dirk aren't even in his top 10 of scorers. Even though in the history of the NBA and top 10 in scoring, Dirk is way the heck up there. And Larry Bird once played a whole game with his left hand and scored 35 points just because he said he wanted to. It just goes to show people. I know y'all are young, and I know y'all think y'all know a bunch of stuff, but you don't really know some stuff if you say Larry Bird was not a top 10 scorer in NBA history.
It's ridiculous.
Just please refrain from tweeting, and please refrain from talking about sports.
Or at least
watch video. I thank you in advance.
And at least go watch video first on the guy before you make that ridiculous assumption.
Exactly. It's like people just don't watch anything.
Yeah.
But he had Havlicek.
Yeah.
Like he had John Havlicek in the top 10 scores. I'm like, Havlicek wasn't even half the scorer that Larry Bird was. Wow. I'm like, so you went and watched video on Havlicek, but you didn't watch video on Larry Bird.
Plenty of Larry Bird video.
You make no sense whatsoever. Plenty. You have lost points, and may God have mercy on your soul.
Yeah, young kids need to stop chiming in and stuff like that. They didn't watch videos.
Yeah, it's terrible. Twitter sports talk is one of the worst things I've ever seen in my life.
Well, that should do it
as far as them going by that kind of stuff. It's one of the. It's like you no, please stop.
Yeah.
You're making my hand hurt. You're making my head hurt, and now my thumbs are about to hurt because I'm about to text you so many things.
There you go. All right, well, let me get this bad boy wrapped up because I gotta